Sound on. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. We just had a little bit of a technicality here for the Facebook group, but we're live now on the platforms. And thank you, Tony. And hi, Tony, as well. He's my beautiful MS friend. Hope you're hanging in there. Where was I up to? Yes, so we usually go live on all our platforms, but then sometimes we have a few little hiccups every now and then. But we're here, we're live across the world. And if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And did you have a good weekend, Ellie?
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, no big deal. I've been very busy all weekend. It was actually good. I was at home most of the time, but I was very busy. And I had a little bit of an incident this afternoon with someone, but that was very freaky. But anyway, someone stalked me at the shopping centre, and I had to get my friend that I had a feeling was in the shopping centre, which he was, thank God, and to help me to get out of the shopping centre. But anyway, this is what happens sometimes. But welcome to the show, guys. I'm an international psychic medium. I do relay direct messages from spirit. This is my desk for the people that are online. I don't have any tarot cards or tools or anything like that. I just do direct messages from spirit. I tune in every week for the radio stations here on a Sunday night from 8 till 10, as well as a Monday night from, well, bless you, Ellie, too. Well done, Ellie. From 8 till 10 as well tomorrow night, which is really cool. If you'd like to have that free mini reading, don't give me anything other than the question, because I just prefer to have the actual question, not anything else. Don't give me numbers, names, who it is, blah, blah, blah. I just want spirit to do all the work. And that's how I operate. I prefer not to get any information at all from you guys. I'm not the one that fishes for, I'm not the kind of medium that fishes for information so that I can make everything fit. I don't do that, that's for sure. So let's say good evening to a few people. We've got Michelle Coburn. Yes, classic. She's on fire. She's always on our show every single time I go live. Tracy Gibson's the same. Bethany, hi Bethany. I spoke to you this morning. Jill Polglaze coming in fourth there. Jules, look, can't have that. But anyway, I don't know what's going on here, Miss Jill Polglaze. What do you think of this now, Ellie? She's fourth. Yes, usually it's Michelle Coburn and Jill Polglaze in first and second position on the live feed here, but Jill Polglaze is slipping, of course, and I don't know what's going on there, Jules. You must have had an internet problem. I'll say that, but anyway, we'll keep going. We've got Alicia. Good evening. She's always with me as well. Where are we at? Glennis Lacey. Good evening. She's always here. All my long-time followers. And we've got Joanne Howard. Good evening. Another one. Sharon Jordan. Another one. Tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. I love to know who I'm helping around the world. I really love knowing that I help people across the galaxy, the universe, the horizons, whatever you want to call them. So Natalie Munro, good evening. I'm doing great. Thank you all for being here. Yes. So this little platform on the Facebook page is for everybody here, and most of my long-term followers, if you're new to the page, they will help you along and feed information to you and tell you what to do and things like that. So if you get stuck and I miss your question, just put your question in there again. And also just if you got a question and I don't answer it or I don't see it, because sometimes the Facebook algorithm doesn't allow me to see it, just post it up again, and then hopefully it'll come through the more that you like things. So there's a little trick with the Facebook page and the algorithm I've worked out over the years, and I've done 400, and this week will be 456 live shows, and it's going to be really bizarre when I say this, but it's our 99th show here on SWR 99.9 FM, and it's actually 99.9 FM, so there's 5 nines in a row. What are you looking for, Ellie? A spare pen. A pen, yeah, I have a pen here.
Got one.
Yeah, there's about 5 in my bag.
Mine just disappeared off the face.
Oh, of course, yeah, that was spirit. So what was I getting at before? I forgot what I was getting at now. Yes, I love to know who I'm helping around the world. So post up where you're from, guys. I really love to know. Jenny Louise, good evening. We'll do some readings in a minute. If I've missed your question, then just ask again, because I like to draw in the first 15 minutes of the show. I like to draw in spirit for you, so that your spirit is or your past loved ones is coming through, so that I can read for them. Otherwise, they get a little bit slow, and if I go too quick at the start, sometimes it's not healthy for them. Well, it's not actually not healthy for them because they're passed over anyway, but it doesn't matter. But let's keep going. So we've got Kevin Tank, good evening. I will come back to you guys. Glennis Lacey, good evening. Patricia Patain, Lorraine Watson, hi there. I think it was you that asked me some specific weird question the other week, not last week, the week before, Lorraine. The name rings a bell. I'm always here. Yes, Natalie Monroe, she's always here as well. See, sometimes I don't see the algorithm. That's why, like what I was just saying, it gets something in the background, and I can see that there, you've got the long-term follower thingy there, but then if it's all about the sharing and the liking of the page. That's one thing that I know. Good evening, Mr. Troy. How are you? He says, hope you're okay after the supermarket BS. Well, I didn't even hear what happened. So are you set for the 2 months? No, I'm not quite set, but I'm sure I'll be able to work it out. Caitlin Roberts, good evening. I was just wondering if I could get a general reading, please, from you and Spirit. Caitlin, I haven't seen your name there before. Kate, is that Caitlin Ellie? It looks like they've spelled it a different way. It's a different way. It's very unusual. It's nice. So what do we get for Caitlin there, Spirit? I get pain on the right side of my face here as well for you. I just feel like I'm saying as well because I had a bit of sinus before, so I'm getting the pain here on my right side of my face. I also get the number 19 around you and 10 and October. So a lot of people in the last few weeks have had October. And have you got someone around you that when they talk, they get embarrassed and they hold their fingers up to their mouth, or they kind of like trying to hide what they're saying behind their fingers? Who's that around you? Is that you? Because they're kind of like really shy and embarrassed. They don't like to say too much, I also get the anxiety. I'm getting 12 around you in December as well and 3 in March. So lots of numbers around you. So what is the March? I just said to you, ask you about the March, birthdays, anniversaries, memorials. And I feel like March this year coming up is going to be very significant for you. They're also giving me the anxiety as well. So this has been for a long time. Are you on medication as well for like depression or anything like that? Or who's that around you? Because I feel like that is really has been escalated lately. And I just heard dosage or something is incorrect, whatever that means to you. It doesn't mean nothing to me. I just say what I get. Dosage is too high and it's incorrect. So whoever this is for, if this is not for you, actually, let me just have a look here. So either Rosie Salerno or Paul Will around there, if you know someone, if that's not for Caitlin Roberts, or if that's not for you, Mr. Troy, because that's right where she just posted it. So between those 5 people. But I do get that anxiety quite high for you. And yeah, they're taking me back to December. So this December, something significant. Something significant. Do you have someone that has issues with the throat area as well? Thyroid, or had the thyroid out, or what's with the throat? You can hear my voice changing. I feel like my throat is actually quite sore. And when you start to get the flu, not that I've had the flu forever, but when you start to get the flu and then you get that sore bit of throat first, and then you get the voice, you can hear my voice changing again. So what's with the throat and the voice? And I'm also getting pain around the bowel area as well. So, and I feel like this is a male around you as well. So I need to get rid of all this pain because I don't want to have it for the rest of the evening. And they're also giving me I can feel the energy now because I'm getting hot. It's really quite cool in here. And I'm feeling quite hot here now. But I'm also getting 11 around you as well. So from this point forward to the end of the year, right up until March, you're going to be very busy, Caitlin. So get your runners on, my dear, because you're going to be extremely busy. And I feel like this is an opportunity for you, but everything's going to backflip over because they just showed me the backflip. They're showing me you in white runners and doing a backflip like gymnastics or something, like doing a Barani or something, whatever they call it. Were you a gymnast, or what's that mean? If they're just joking to me, saying everything's going to flip over. I've got two ways of that theme to me, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. But if you could validate any of that, just type in capitals validation, and we will pick it up from this end, or Ellie will pick it up from this end, and she will read it out over the live feed here. If you've just joined, I'm an international psychic medium. I do relay direct messages from spirit. There's no tarot cards here. I've got about 4,000 validations on my page, but we've got more at home, and Ellie updates them to my drive. I should be able to, over Christmas time or sometime soon, post up some validations from all my shows. So that'll be really nice to get them up to date, to be honest. We've got Rosie Salerno from USA, Southern California. Thank you. She said, my name is Rosie. How are you, Lesley? So good to see you live. It's 3 a.m. there. Go, Rosie. Thanks for joining us. See, this is what I mean. This is why I like to know where you are, so I can actually say a hi to you, because you've made an effort to actually come on my page. And I'm trying to love your post, but do you think my iPad would even do that? No. But that's a bit tricky, that one. Where are we up to? Trish Tipru, good evening. Leslie Strudrick, good evening. She says, if I can get the thing to open, she has lots of emotional distance. She said, Maryborough in Victoria. Thanks for joining me, Leslie Strudwick. She said, lots of emotional distance with my two sisters since my mum passed. Will this get better? And I have my sisters back. Oh, I just feel like this is about the money or something like that at the moment. They're lovey. But I do feel like you will get them back, but it's over time. Everything's got to settle. Everyone's got high emotions because of the passing. So once everything settles, let the dust settle. I just heard. I just saw all the dust just go to the floor and settle like a theme. And this has taken a big toll. I mean, any passing of any loved one will take a big toll, but I feel like this is like the burden of both tolls on you, because you've got two sisters, you've got your third one, which is your mum. And so that's three people in your life that have actually, everything's just backflipped and you're grieving at the same time. So virtually you're triple grieving at the moment. That's what I want to say, not quadruple. But I do feel like this is going to change. This will change around Christmas time, and let the dust settle. That's what I'm hearing. Don't use your emotions and let the emotions get in the way of everything. So everything's got to just like be grounded. Because I feel like everyone's just flying in the air, just winging a prayer at the moment. Everything will start to settle down. This is what's upsetting you the most, is because you're not used to this. Well, who's used to it, It's not easy when someone passes over. I mean, I see hundreds and hundreds of people, thousands of people. I've done thousands of readings, and I see a lot of people that have had past loved ones pass over, and it's really quite difficult to watch them. And even from my point of view as being a medium and seeing them go through this, it's just not easy to even see people go through this, let alone be in it, So Natalie Monroe, she said, totally understand. I do live shows too. It's frustrating sometimes. Yes, totally agree. What else have we got here? Oh, and do you have issues, Leslie Strudwick, with sinus, or is this you, Ellie? Because I'm just about to sneeze. The other day I was telling Ellie on Friday at work that I sneezed 8 times in a row. And I had all the bosses were out the back, and I was so embarrassed. I was in the kitchen and I was trying to wash up with my stuff to go back upstairs for my lunch. And sure as ever, I couldn't see. I was trying to wash up and I was sneezing and sneezing and sneezing. I couldn't stop. Yeah, because of this gale, the wind, it's just, it's not pleasant for us. Especially you, Ellie, you get hay fever. I get hay fever. Oh, I don't know who that is. Oh, down. She just frightened me. Ellie, she does a sweep in the middle, and it just about makes me jump through the roof. So here I am trying to talk to spirit, and she's frightened the life out of me. So yes, where are we up to here? Kathy Hazel, good evening. Now, we'll have to try and get my iPad. I just cannot get this iPad to work. Ellie, I'm going to have to get you to take the iPad out of the cover or something when you get a chance.
Yeah.
When we get a chance. Viv Gills, good evening. We'll do that in the break. I can't even press it on it. Rosie Salerno, yes, she's laughing. Okay. Also, Viv Gills, good evening. I did you the other day. She said, do you see me achieving a job? I'm doing a course in community services. Yes, lovey. Hoping I will be able to help kids that with any issues. That's beautiful. So it'll come. Don't worry about that. It's going to come. You got to finish all your study first. That's the main thing. Lesley is the literal best. Oh, thank you. Every single time. She and Spirit are always spot on every single time. Thank you, Natalie Munro. That's beautiful. I try and remain humble. If I don't remain humble, I said to Spirit, just make sure that you always keep me humble or the messages will stop, because I don't want to be a big fat head because I can read with the past loved ones. Thank you, Rosie. She says, I love you, Lesley. You're awesome. Thank you. I love you too. Mona, will my dad and I get to talk? Oh, I don't feel like this is going to be that's going to be very awkward, and it's going to be like this for a little bit longer there, Mona, because I don't feel like that daddy's going to be whatever's gone down. I don't hear whatever's gone down at the moment. It's too short of a reading, but whatever's gone down, I just feel like there's just like it's cut the line. It's cut the rope between you both. So, and I feel like dad's a bit more stubborn, but if you needed him, he will come to the rescue. But I just feel like he's standing his ground. That's what I'm getting. Standing his ground, Dad. And yeah, has he had issues with his health, like his feet, or because I just got the right foot, or the like around the toe area, the big toe, not the big toe, the middle toe, mid to big toe. What I'm trying to say. Mid to big toe. And I feel like he's had a limp. Has he had a limp before? Like gout? Because I feel like that dad has got issues with that kind of department there. Like, and show me, was that with the grandfather? The father figure that's passed. I'm also getting the anxiety from you as well. Just hold the fort, you as well. Like the same scenario with Caitlin is to pull back the reins and just sit on the fence with this one. Do not upset the apple cart any further. Just let dad calm down. He's got to calm the farm. That's what I'm hearing with him. So it'd be nice to see if he pulls through this through Christmas time, because I just feel like he's going to be very stubborn at the moment, but he might just pull through and just bring back the rope for you, if that makes sense. But I'll leave that there. Thank you. I just want to say good evening to Anne-Marie and Alan as well. They always join me, my dear friends. Alan religiously watches my show. He's fascinated with mediumship. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Rosie, oh my God, my husband's feet are very damaged, she said. Wow. There you go. So Mona just said, yes, he had missed it there. Yes, he had older foot injury, 100%, because I've still got a bit of it here. Yeah, just type in capitals validation, guys, and then just write the whole lot in one hit. Because when it comes up on the feed here, it's very difficult for Ellie to pick it up and for me to see it, because the algorithm doesn't show me to see it as good as I'd prefer to. But it'd be nice to have that up there. Oh, Rosie Salona said he won't stop picking his feet. Oh, dear. Okay. Yeah, so the foot injuries caused him some pain for some time. Your dad doesn't want to know it anyway, and I also got head pain as well. Does dad or you there, Moana, I can't say your name, Moana, do you also get the pain in the front of the forehead, like here, or who's that? Because I feel like there's either impact or just pure pain there, because I can't tell the difference. Impact, front forehead. I wish I could write better, Ellie. I did shorthand it when I was about 18, when I went to college, a private college, and then I learned how to write quickly, and then I put that with English and shorthand together, and I still can't understand it myself sometimes. So Natalie Monroe, Leslie and Spirit, anything from my parents today, please, or any insight into whether or not we'll be able to find a surrogacy agent in order to have a baby soon. Either way, thank you. Oh, I'm not sure what location are you in. I mean, I don't get that anything for. I mean, there's got to be something or someone. I'm hearing yes, and I do see baby, and I feel like this is a baby boy. Definitely baby boy. What's this month? So this is September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So August next year is going to be significant around babies. So August next year, that's what I'm getting. So it's pretty much almost a year ahead. That's what I'm getting for you there, Natalie. So don't lose heart, lovey, because it's definitely coming. And I also get 17 around you. 1 and 7 is 8, yeah. So I didn't even realize what I said then. So 1 and 7 is 8 and the month of August. So definitely around August. And I see love heart. They just showed me big love heart, big red love heart. Hearts. Beautiful. And will there be wedding bells beforehand? Or what's with the wedding bells? Whose wedding are you going to, or what's with the wedding? Because I just saw wedding bell, like the old-fashioned bells ringing with the white ribbon on it. Beautiful, beautiful satin ribbon. And then I also see them like 2 or 3 of them and like bells, like people just ringing bells around you like a church. So what does that mean for you? Are you attending a wedding, or what is with the wedding and satin white ribbon and bells? I don't know what that means. I have no idea. I've never seen that before for a wedding. Normally, when I see spiritually wedding stuff so I can say it, is when I just see them walking down the aisle, or I see the back of them. Like when they walked in the aisle and they've got the train. That's how I see them. And then I'll see them holding hands with in the white gown, holding hands with the father or some male walking down the aisle. That's how I see it. That's if spirit gives me that. So, oh, okay. Now that makes sense. That's why my head was hurting. So she said that Mira Awa Moana, she said, Dad has cancer in the head, and that's why my head was hurting. Now I know why. So it's all gone. But I feel like this is like a I don't know, like a parasite or something. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of study on that myself. And there's a lot of look up Dr. Thomas on YouTube there. Mira Awa. I don't know whether to call you Mira Ara Moana or just Mira. Let me know what your real name, what the first name is. Our anniversary is in 2 weeks, year 3. Yes. Thank you. That's beautiful there, Natalie. Okay. But I'll leave that there and we'll be back in a minute. You're listening to 99.9 FM, SWR.
The difference is the music.
SWR 99.9.
I'm going to take this out. What's happening, Ellie?
It's not saying demo, but it's saying it's playing.
It's playing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone to dead air again.
Why is it like going to dead end?
In English language,
Having problem with getting the ads to run, guys. So we have to put the show on mute when the songs kick in from dead air. Otherwise, my whole show will be ruined on Facebook because of the media. The song copyright.
Yeah, it's not playing.
The ads are not playing. Oh, great. Yeah, that's okay.
SWR 99.9.
Are we back?
No, it's gone.
Oh, it's going into a song. Don't worry, just put me on and you work it out. Put me on. Ready?
Yeah, now.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. We're having a few technical issues here in the studio trying to get the advertisements to run, but it keeps on jumping into songs. So I have to turn off my live stream here, the mute. I have to mute my show on the live stream on Facebook because otherwise Facebook will block me because it'll hear the songs and it'll block me because of the royalties of the songs, and I don't have access. I don't have royalty rights. Catch-22 all over, isn't it? So never mind. But you okay there, Ellie? Yeah, we've got a couple of validations there, I think. Do you want me to read? You're right.
I've got them.
Okay.
Yeah, so Leslie Strudwick said, yes, very sneezy and big conflict with money. It's so very sad and I lost everyone.
Oh, jeez. Who was that one for, Elise?
Leslie Strudwick.
Wow.
Then Natalie Crowder said, we had satin ribbons at our wedding on our
Oh.
third anniversary is in a couple of weeks, the 10th and the 9th of October, and the bells were for that probably. Thank you a million for this, Leslie.
Well, that's beautiful. There you go. That's really beautiful, Natalie. Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw the bells, a white satin ribbon. How pretty. It was really, really pretty, actually. I really liked it. Beautiful. So did I say, so that was the August as well. So the August, yes, beautiful. Satin white ribbon bells. There it is there. I love it when Spirit gets it right. Love it. It does, like, they're only mini readings, but from what I can get from a mini reading, it's pretty cool that Spirit does that. Yeah. Tell me about it there, Wendy Merce Martin. How ridiculous this Facebook is getting. I know. Tell me about it. But let me go back on the live stream here now that I've got the cover off my iPad and I can actually use it. What have we got here? Natalie Monroe, my grandfather walked me down the aisle. There you go. Beautiful. That's who it was. I saw that. I saw that. And he's still here with me actually at the moment there, Natalie. Was this man quite tall and not, he wasn't overbuilt and he wasn't underbuilt. He was just kind of like a tall man. Was he? Tall man, and he was so proud. He was just like over the moon. He couldn't get the smile off his face. And did he have tears as well? So he was smiling and had tears, and everyone was kind of like taken back with how happy he was, because he wasn't kind of like really happy at some stages of his life. He was quite miserable. Is that correct? Yeah, I'm also getting the 9 back around you as well. So September. Did she say September before? Did she say that? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, I also get 9 for September. I think she said September, but I also got the 9. So whatever, something else is coming up in September for you. Beautiful. I'm not telling you though. Yeah, she said 10-9. I've still got this itchy nose. I hope I can get rid of it. I didn't have anything when I walked in here, and usually when I walk into my live shows, I don't have anything wrong with me, and I walk into the studio here and I've got everything. He's not tall. He's quite short. My dad who passed was tall. Okay, right. So that's Dad. That's here then, Natalie. Right. October 9th is our anniversary. Okay. So there you go. There's the 9. So the 9 for the September. I thought it was September, but I'm still getting September. So whatever that means to you. Okay. Beautiful. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, on the Facebook page. we're streaming across the world. So I stream usually on 6 to 8 platforms. Tonight is 6 platforms. Tomorrow night will be 7 platforms. Plus, we've also got the Omni Studio and iHeartRadio that we stream live off as well. That's what the stations do for us, which is really cool. I'm just going back on my live feed here. And I can't see any questions for some reason. Everything's going upside down tonight. Ellie, oh, look, here we go. We've got Tanya Aikens. Is there anything I need to know or work on? Thank you. Tanya Aikens. Been with me for a long time as well. A-I-T-K-E-N-S. Before I go to you, Tanya, I had a beautiful phone call with one of my followers this morning, and we were talking, and she wanted to know how I block out things in my life and how I keep moving forward instead of looking back. And I just said to her this morning, you know, as busy as I am, I don't really have time to look at things in the past. And it's like when one of my auntie was a principal of a high school, and she used to always say, a bored kid's a troubled kid. So if I keep myself busy, then I'm not troubled in my mind. That's how I see it. But that was a good question. That's why I called her, and I said, yep, I'll answer that to you personally. That was a really good question. So thanks for that, Bethany. But going back to Tanya Aikens, she wanted to know anything that she needs to know or work on. Look, I will always say every single person, every single soul in this universe needs to work on their health. But I feel like that this is a time for change for you there, Tanya. So look for the 555s around you. You're going to be very busy during November into December. Then it's like as normal because of Christmas. But I feel like this is just outside of the Christmas realm. I don't like to talk about anything about Christmas because it's too general for that time of year. But I'm also getting December too. I'm also getting love hearts around. Oh, lots of love hearts for everybody tonight. Love hearts around you for December. So they show me really beautiful red love hearts. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it at the moment, as I feel like things are just paying off for you. And they're also showing me the empty pockets though, but I feel like that you're giving, it's kind of like you're giving your money away. It's like you're too generous. You need to pull back this money at the moment. You need the money in the pocket. Okay, and this is going to be coming back to you around February into March. So look forward to that as well. They're showing me the big pennies, and they show me like just completely just going down, down the drain. All the money going down the drain. That's what I'm seeing. So, but it's interesting to know that you've got a lot of people on your side, and I don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel like there's people that know exactly what's happened and what's gone on. So whatever that means to you, I think that's a thing for you to work out what I'm trying to say there, because I don't even know why I'm saying it. Sometimes I don't know. I just need to say what I get, and it'll resonate with the person that I'm saying it for. It's usually significant for the person I'm saying it for. I do get the pennies coming back in. The show me dollar signs. Definitely dollar signs coming back in for you. But I'll leave that there. If you've got a question, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We're live across the world. I do this every single week. We've done 455 live shows tonight, and tomorrow night will be 456 live shows. That doesn't include Psychic TV. However, I've done platform shows as well, which is really nice. I'll be thinking about doing some more of them, maybe this year, maybe a couple by the end of the year in Sydney, and then maybe do some next year outside of Sydney. We'll have to play it by ear because I've been really, really busy. But anyway, that'd be really nice. I always ask people just to write their question up. Don't give me any information unless you're giving a validation to what I've said, because I don't want to know I don't want to fish for information prior to having me do the reading. So my dad absolutely would have cried when I walked down the aisle. My grandfather is alive. Okay, so that's what it is. Do they look alike for some reason? What is the significance between the grandfather and the father? Because I'm seeing two people that keep switching over for me, Natalie. That's why it's becoming confusing. So switching. That's bizarre. That's really cool. Linda File, good evening. Sharing out far and wide. Thank you, Karen. We've got Karen Borlott. Good evening, Bethany. Absolutely loved our chat. Really appreciate your time. You're welcome there, lovey. It was quite good. We had a good chat. Karen Riley, it's my mum's anniversary today. Would love a message from her, please. Okay. Let's see what we've got for Karen. Karen's been a long time follower forever and ever. And ever and ever. So what do we get for Karen? I'm just got pain on my right side here, and it feels like I don't know, either liver or what. So did mum like to have a drink, or who's the one that liked to have a drink? Because I feel like this was either liver or issues with the liver as well. Who's that around you? I'm also getting 14 around you. 1 and 4 is 5 in the month of May as well. And I also see this. They said also see the sunlight. Look for the sunlight. I don't know what that means. I just said see the sunlight. That's all I heard. See the sunlight. And I feel like this might be coming from, like, you know, opening the curtain, letting the rays come through so that you can feel your mum around you. I'm also getting 19 for you as well, 10 and the month of October as well, 1 and January. Big times coming up for you, and it's big decision time, and this is going to be around January into February. I'm still getting that pain on my right side. Is that you, or was that mum that had the issue with the pain? Because I've got this pain on my right side here, and I feel like it's either I'm pressing on the side here, but I feel like this has got something to do with your mum's liver or the kidney at the back, and it just doesn't feel like complete kidney. I just feel like this might be liver or psoriasis or something like that. Or is that you, or who is that around you? The message for you there, Karen, is get your runners on as well, because you're going to be very busy as well, lovey. And I feel like this is more targeted towards the grandson as well. Good stuff coming out of this. Nice. I see the smile. I see the smile from ear to ear. It's like it's about time. And everything around you, it's like it's about time. Everything's just starting to flourish and go into the right, the right path for you, which is really nice. Really nice. But you still get the anxiety, anxious anxiety. I hope you're not smoking still. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any other validations from you, Ellie?
I'm just getting.
Okay, you're cool. Oh, thank you, Donna Roach. Just amazing, Lizzie. Thank you. Oh, that's better. I didn't frighten the life out of me, Ellie. She's turned the music down for me when it does the SWR. Oh, they're both bald, right? That's what makes it really hard to tell who's who. Aha, she says my brother. Right, Natalie. Okay. I don't even remember half the stuff that I've said, but oh, bless you, Ellie. Oh, bless you, Ellie. And I wiped your desk down too. This is incredible. Dawn Coleman, it will be the 3rd anniversary of my dad's passing in a few days. I miss him and my husband so much. They are always around you, lovey. They do not leave your side, Dawn. So, you know, they never leave your side. They're always there. I wish that you could see. Just think of him like the the invisible cloak from Harry Potter. That's how I want to say it, because that's exactly what they do. They do all that invisible cloak stuff. You just got to understand and feel the energy. And they're just saying to me that you do feel the energy anyway. And I can see, like, it's, you know, when you if you want to feel energy with the body, with a certain person or soul or yourself, rub your hands together and then hold your hands a little bit far apart, and you can actually feel the heat and the energy come off your hands. And they say that if someone rubs their hands together, like really, really rubs their hands together, and you can hear me doing that over the airways, but if you rub your hands together and you hold your hands, about, I don't know what, an inch apart together, then if you cannot feel that energy, then you've got no soul. That's what they say. So look for that. Back over to you then, Miss Ellie.
So there was a validation from Tanya Aikens. She said, I will roll back the spending. I'm manifesting more work in November and have increased my hourly rate. Have increased my hourly rate to reflect what I know I am worth, so the money will come back into.
Good on you. Well done. That's what I always say. Make your money work for you. Don't work for your money. 100%. So if you can make it so that it's you've got to play it smarter, which is really good. That's the way to do it. Wendy Merce Martin, Ellie sneezing is a good way to clear your head, bless. Poor girl, she does it every week. Apology, I had to leave. I'm not sure if I missed you, possibly answering my question. Sorry if I did. No, I didn't answer your question. Sorry, Paul. Oh, dear. But you can post up your question again because I don't know what it was. How funny. Where are we up to here? I'm just going back on this feed here. Yes, Tanya Aikens. Thank you very much. Appreciate the mini reading. You're welcome there, Tanya. Rosie Salerno, I did you the other day. Is there any spirits there for me? So Rosie. Salerno. Oh, yes, a lot of anxiousness for you. Wow, everyone's really anxious. What's going on? We all need to top up our minerals. Good minerals. Magnesium is amazing. Zinc, iodine. Get it into you guys. You know, you've really got to get this anxiousness settled down. Most of the time, people don't even realize that they're deficient with all their trace minerals. But yeah. I'm also getting issues around dryness, around the throat, around the lips, around you. I feel like I've got, like saliva just stuck at the back of the mouth, like at the back of the side of the lips and things like that. So saliva on the lips. So who's that around you? Look, I feel like this is an elderly lady. I just saw her. And this lady has her heart on her sleeve as well. Now, she's also given me itchiness in the arms here. And I feel like I just need to keep scratching like everywhere. That's not you, is it, Ellie? Because last time I did that, we had issues. Is that you? And you're fine. Oh, well done. But yeah, I feel like that this lady's got like paper skin. And I also feel a bit sick around her. I feel like this lady's had vomiting or some issue around the esophagus. I don't even know how to spell esophagus. I feel like this is an issue with like reflux esophagus. And it's coming up. Wow. And they're also giving me the pain. Like this, has this lady had tooth pain or issues around the face here on the right side, just above the lip? Right side above the lip. Because I feel like this lady, or, you know, it could be, if this is Rosie Salerno, this might be Donna Roach or Michelle Coburn, Darlena George, somewhere around there, Karen Riley. As I feel like this is all around the lip area. I'm also getting left ovary. So issues around the left or right side of above the lip. So show me something there. It looks like I don't know what's happened there above the lip. I'm also getting 19 for you as well, 10 in October. Big changes coming up for you next month. It's going to be good for you. Look forward to that. But I do feel like that things are going to settle down as well for you. It's like this time of year for most of the people that I feel is just everything is just chaotic and everything's got to settle down. Once people, you know, have nothing to do, or they have something that where they can just totally zone out and sit down and have 5 minutes to themselves and have a cup of tea or something and have 5 minutes to themselves, they're going to feel so much better. And that's what I recommend for you there, Rosie. Just take time out. It's time for you now. I'm also getting the P name, like Philip. Who's Philip or Philly? Philip. Phil. It's not Peter. I don't feel like it's a Peter. I feel like it's a Philip or Phil, something like that. Philp. I don't think it's Philp, but I just feel like it's a Philip or a Phil around you. Who's that around you? I just saw that name. Back over to you there, Miss Ellie. Oh, well, I got this thing here. My brother looks like my dad and is tall as well. Okay, Natalie Monroe, thank you. We've done Tanya Aikens one. Yes. We've got Simonetta. Good evening. How did the wedding go? As I am re-evaluating what... Did she have a wedding? She's had a wedding, hasn't she?
It was her daughter's wedding
last week, wasn't it? Yeah. Where's the photo, Simonetta? I'm not happy about that. Simonetta, where's the photos of your daughter's wedding? Remember, I predicted that you were going to have the little flower girl, and you said no, there's no flower girl, and then I hear there's a flower girl. As I am what she said here. Good evening, lovely ladies. May I please have some direction to take in my business, as I am reevaluating what I should do. Also, where will I go on vacation with my husband? Bless you. Okay, Simonetta. So we want photos. I just said photos. I'm just writing it down just so I don't forget. And then the business. Well, I just purely think this has got to be automated online business. I think I spoke to you with that in my private reading with you, or I do remember that, but I don't feel like that's got to change. Automatic online, no questions asked. Just you check it overnight. You do a few emails in the morning, and that's it. It's done. Most of the system will do its own thing. I do feel like that's going to be the best way for you. Have you had issues with your throat as well? And like coughing, or someone coughing around you? And I do feel like this vacation's going to be around the Europe part, like between Greece, beautiful Greece, and Italy, or Italy, Greece. I just heard Vanuatu, but I don't feel like that would be a good idea. I don't know. I just feel like the Mediterranean, like that area there, is going to be nice for you guys. And it also gave me pain in my left breast. Have you had pain or issues around the left breast? Have you had your breast checked? So left breast side. No, I don't get any pain like that. I don't have anything going on there. So. Paul Will, laughing out loud. My question was, I have an important meeting / assessment coming up. It's crucial it goes well. A lot is riding on it. Thank you, Leslie. Okay. So you're going to manifest that meeting, right? So this is what we do, is we don't go in there and have any limiting belief, we call it. Once you have any kind of 1% of limiting belief there, Paul, it's going to go pear-shaped. So it's got to be 100% manifesting exactly what you want. And the best way to do that, and I can't teach all this in a mini reading, but best way to do that is go to YouTube, watch The Secret Full Movie. It's called The Secret Full Movie on YouTube by Rhonda Byrne, and watch that, because I cannot tell you how amazing that will change your life. And then you're going to be doing exactly what Damien Snow does now. And Damien Snow, remember when Damien Snow came on my show and it was all doom and gloom at one stage when he first came on, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, this guy's really, really low in vibration. And then all of a sudden he came on the show, we pointed him in the right direction, and now he's just on fire, doing exactly what he wanted. Exactly what we said he was going to do is exactly what he wanted, he's doing, and he's amazing, and he's on fire. So look forward to it, but I feel like this is going to be nice. Look, I see smiles on the face there, Paul. I was just waiting for Spirit to give me a message then. That's why I was talking about other stuff. But yeah, definitely smiles on the face. And I feel like this is going to be the pinnacle point of turning everything around, if that makes sense. Because if this doesn't turn things around, it's like you're going to go straight into another direction. And don't worry about it. Even if you do go into another direction, which will be later anyway, you'll be doing two things. It'll be later anyway. This is going to pay off anyway, okay? So it doesn't matter which way you go. They're both going to work out. That's how I feel. I can't see, and they just show me money. They just show me like money, raining money for some reason. So yeah, if you want to send some raining money over to us and everybody else in the live, that would be really good. But I do see like the dollars coming down, like US $100 notes. I've never seen that before. US $100 notes. So whatever's going on, whatever you're doing, it's like you've got to be strategic. You've got to make sure that you come across genuine, and that you're not this pretend fake behavior, because it won't be appreciated. Whatever you're doing, it's got to be genuine. It's got to be from the heart, and you have to feel it. Don't have one limiting belief. When you feel what you need and what you want, you will get it. And that's just as simple as I can make it for you. But look forward to it. Don't be too cocky. Don't think you got it in the bag before you've walked in the door. Just go in there, accept what's going on, and think of strategies. So if you do your strategies prior to going in there and have an answer for a yes or a no situation, then you're going to have a big heads up and they're going to see that as something really, really valuable. And I like that. The moon makes people anxious. Depression is the past. Don't you say? And anxiety is the afraid of the future. 100%. That's exactly how I see it. Will my court hearing go well? Normally we don't talk about court cases. I'm not a lawyer, but I do see smiles on your face, but like disappointment at the start. But then it's like, oh, I thought about it, but then it's a little smile, a little smirk. I don't see a full yes. Like I don't see a full big smile. But you need to plan. If you don't plan, the same as you there, Paul, if you don't plan, then you're not going to get far. Because these are whatever you're doing, Paul, I'm just going to need to go back because I just heard something again. Whatever you're doing in the background there, Paul, I just feel like this is a bit more planning. Don't think you've got it in the bag. You need to actually address some of the things that were was something sent to you, like questions or something like that you needed to answer. Because I just see question, like a firing, like they're firing things at you. So they call it thinking on your toes. That's what I'm hearing. Rosie, she's got a scar on her lip. That's what it is. She got bitten by a dog, she said, on the right side. Exactly my right side. Just when she was 4. 100%. I saw that there. I couldn't work out what it was. Wow. Okay. Yes, I don't know if you can see it on my forehead. I walked into the corner of the door, not the door, but the wall, because my dog is almost completely blind. I was trying not to tread on him, and I went to miss him, and I was looking down, I walked straight into the wall. I went, oh my God, Bob. On left side of my lip. No, this is Donna. This is the right side. I had this, and Rosie's confirmed that was the lady I was reading for. She's confirmed it. Yes, I need the photos. Thank you, Miss Simonetta. She said the wedding was amazing. I can't imagine it would not be. Ontario, Canada is Ellison Lett. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. If you feel drawn, I was wondering about this lump that my mum has on her neck. Get it checked. The doctor feels it's nothing to worry about. No, get it checked. I think she should get another opinion, 100%. What do you think? She needs to get like an ultrasound or an MRI or something. You need to get it sorted. You don't leave lumps. You need to get it sorted. Okay. So Simona just got a little validation there for you, and then Karen Riley.
So Simona said we were thinking of going to Paris, but I like the idea of Greece.
I think Greece is nicer.
And then Karen Riley said, thank you so much, Lesley. The pain is definitely my mum. She was a drinker in her day.
Oh, there you go.
I'm still smoking, not as much, slowly getting off them. I've had my blinds shot lately. I have definitely had the pain in my heart and home lately. Much love always.
Yes, well, there you go. Drink. That's why I got drinker there. Then I had the, where did I see the sun? What did I see? The sunlight. Yes, see the sunlight, 100%. She's definitely worried about you there, my dear. You're like a little worry wart at the moment there, Karen Riley. You've got to stop worrying about things. This is one thing that people try really hard not to do, but then they get worse, is you've got to try and stop like worrying about things before they even happen. Manifest exactly what you want. You've got to stop like planting the seed in the wrong spot, So, yeah, not good. Let's keep going. Okay, I don't know what's happened there, but somebody's written something to someone else on my feed. I can't see. That would have been sensational for you, Bev. Yes, I'm not sure what happened with Bev, but Paul, validation, yeah. Did you see that one from Paul?
Yeah. I've got it.
Okay.
Yeah, so Paul will said, thank you, Lesley. We'll keep you updated. Yes, it's an assessment for the final stages of our foster baby. There'll be 2 hours of questions.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. I remember you saying that now. Now I remember, yes. Oh, okay, Donna Roach said, okay, that's who it was. All good. Thank you, Leslie. Beautiful. If you've got a question, guys, come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're listening to Radio SWR 99.9 FM, and this is our 99th show tonight on SWR. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right.
Is a gaming
Oh, you got it. Good.
Sydney. Situated within Blacktown International Sports Park, Best
Trying to get this to work.
Facilities for training, sports medicine, rehabilitation, research, and education. Best
Right.
also has stylishly appointed accommodation in the lodge, a fully licensed cafe, and innovative play space for kids of all ages and
Tell me where you're
abilities.
from,
For more
guys. Suburb
information
State
on the
Country
Blacktown
County.
Exercise, Sports and Technology Hub, visit bestblacktown.com.au. Station sponsor. At All About Care, we offer NDIS and aged care participants a range of services, including personal care, domestic assistance, 24-hour respite
What's
care,
that?
social support, and transport.
Yeah, here.
Giving you the confidence you need to live comfortably in your
hang
own
on.
home. At
Mine's got
Station
68
Sponsor,
here.
All About Care, we're all about
Yeah.
making every day a better day. If you or someone you know could benefit from our services,
Put it through
search for
there.
us on Facebook or email info@aaboutcare.com.au. Paul and his team at Academy
giving you a bit of
Funeral
curry
Services
tonight
was
there,
such
Ellie.
a big help when Frank passed away. They were always there and helped with planning every part of what was a truly fitting ceremony that celebrated Frank's life. They were extremely respectful, trustworthy, and compassionate. Their prepaid funeral plans made things so much easier too. You should call them on 96887977 or find them online at academyfuneralservices.com.au. Station sponsor.
This train will be stopping at Pendle Hill.
Of course, this one works.
Yeah.
You are my Blacktown, my only Blacktown. You make me happy when skies are grey. You never notice how much I love you. Please don't take my Blacktown away.
You're not wrong, is that?
St. Mary's,
Hmm?
You're not wrong,
Warrington.
is that?
Show your support and show up. Blacktown City FC. Your town, your team.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. And welcome back to my show. If you'd like to have a free media reading, then come over to that Facebook page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We're streaming live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Twitter, iHeartRadio, and Omni Studio. Nearly said it. Do you know how hard it is not to say that after all these years? Oh my gosh. So, and I've got quite a few people on this page at the moment that are having a beautiful chat. And Karen Riley's from Albury, New South Wales. We've got Jade Macquarie, Lewis Handley. She's from the UK. Thanks for joining us. Who else have we got here? Fleetwood Mac Show. They're having a conversation on the page here. But I'm an international psychic medium. I do direct messages from spirit. This is, if you just joined the page, then this is my notepad and my pen. That's all I have. I don't have anything. And that's our 99 show, Ellie. Can you believe that here on a Sunday night, 99 shows? So I originally did, I did 70 shows on a Sunday. I think it was 70 or 80 shows, something like 70 shows on a Sunday. Then we came back and did done another 19, which is really cool. But tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. I love to know who I'm helping around the world. And what have we got here? Just sounded like Stevie Nicks, fabulous. Yes, okay. So someone post a question up on the page because all I can see is everybody having a conversation and I cannot see any questions. It's if anyone's thinking of becoming a psychic medium, they can also touch base with me. I can help them out as well. Everybody has this gift. They just don't know how to use it. That's the big thing that people don't understand is they have the gift, they have the knowing, or they have the, they sense things, or they like they just know who's ringing them up on the phone and they can tell, who's at the front door, blah, 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 and they have dreams and whatever else. And then sure as ever, they don't realize that they're a psychic until someone like me comes along and tells them, which is pretty cool. And then they're off. But I always say that they've got to protect themselves because otherwise the entities come in, you know. And I was thinking of doing some home shows, and if you prefer the radio shows, let me know. But if you prefer home shows, let me know as well. Other than a radio show, I'd really like to know what people's feedback is, to be honest. Okay, we got any questions there? Have you got any questions there, Ellie? Can you see any? Unless it's my iPad. Okay, Jade. Here we go. Jade Macquarie Lewis. Handley. What a long, long name. Would love some future guidance, please. Right, Jade. Let's do Jade. Jade Handley. I'm going to put your name as because it's the last name that you've used there. But I get 11 for you in November and the 2 in February. So I feel like February is a very significant month for you. Birthdays, anniversaries, memorials. What is with the property at the moment? And has there been like fatigue? And I also see darkness in the home. Have you not been home, or why are they showing me dark house? What is going on with the darkness? Or is this a spirit? Okay. Have you noticed that some parts of the house are colder than normal? Colder than normal, that's what I'm hearing. Because I feel like there's some sort of negative energy in the home as well. And this is around the back part of towards the back of the house, if that makes sense to you. They're saying, I had just heard this is an unusual home. And I just heard 1800. So what does that mean to you? What is 1800 or 18? I'll go with the 18. 1 and 8 is 9 in the month of September. But I just saw 1800s. So what does that mean? Does that mean the home was from 1800s, or was that a grandparent's home around that? Was that an elderly grandparent or father figure that had a property like that? Because I'm just getting 1800s. I don't understand what it means. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm also getting anxiety from you as well, but I don't feel like it's as much as other people that I've had just before. They also give me pain on my left side of my arm, and this is I feel like the shoulder can't, like, it's all clicking and carrying on and behaving, and I feel like this is just a weakness in this shoulder. They're saying me like rotated shoulder forward. You need lots of work on the back posterior chain so that you can get yourself upright, because I feel like whoever it is, if it's not you, it's slouching and couching. They just said couching. So this grandparent, I don't feel like this parent I can't even talk. I feel like this grandparent had issues with speech or something like that, or stutter or something like that, because I was trying to get my words out and I feel like I couldn't even talk properly. So talking was an issue, and they're showing me like when you have like the oxygen from the nasal in to the oxygen tank, the O2 oxygen. So I feel like that this person definitely had breathing or lung issues around you, and this person had issues with breathing. I feel like they would take a double breath, they were frightened. And these people were this. I keep saying people, but then I'm getting ladies. So I'm getting confused because it's lady or people. What is it, spirit? Or is this two people that had a similar thing? I'll have to go with that. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. I have to just say what I get, because I just see an elderly lady with the things there around walking with the drip down the corridor of a hospital, and then I see another person in hospital with a similar thing. And I don't feel like that this was around the same time. I just see another elderly in hospital. So, Jade, where's her question? Curtains closed. That's what she just said. Right. So yes, 100% get the curtains open. I don't like that energy in that room there. If it's dark and dingy and it's closed, get the curtains open so that you can get the sunlight in. Rachel Brown. So Rachel Brown's question is right near you, and she said, my home was built in the 1800s. Wow, that's cool. Because I just got 1800, unless Jade has something there, because I'm reading for her, but Rachel Brown. Just writing this down. Cool. Where are we going? Michelle Coburn. I love it when you do your shows from home, Lesley. Your angel wings always appear. Plus, we get to see Bob and Schnitzel. Yes, I've been thinking about doing a show from home because I'm actually, I do get homesick. That's why I try and stay home as much as I can when I'm not at work, because I'm a very suki lala. I like to stay at home. So Jade, she said, my daughter's lucky number is 18. Okay, I've been sleeping on my sofa for nearly a year now. So that's where that is. Okay, so that's the property thing. That's what I'm hearing with the property, and the 18 is there. But I did see the 1800. So this must be Rachel Brown's 1800. Okay. Yeah. Has she put any other validations up there?
No.
Not yet. That's cool. She will. What have we got here? Yes. Because she said, thank you, definitely need help to clear my bedroom. Yes. So what you do is you ask the spirit around you to leave. They're not pets. I say this on my show all the time. They're not pets. Whatever's in the home there is just like a negative energy in the home, and it's cold and dingy. You'll always find the negative energy in a cold and dingy area of the property, of the home. And if people don't want to go in there, or if they don't feel, they don't sleep well in that room, or whatever the case may be, then you will know that that's spirit straight away, because the spirit will keep pushing, the energy will keep pushing you out of that room. It doesn't want you there. So, and then the room will either get mold in that room, or it'll be colder than normal. You just got to get it out. It's like for me with my home, it's just reminded me of my home actually. When I came home from radio, this is going back probably about 4 or 5 months ago now. I came back from radio and put my radio bag into my office upstairs. And then sure as ever, I just felt this weird sensation, and my chair in my office is never turned around. But all of a sudden it was turned around facing me, and I knew that spirit was there, and my room was really, really cold, and it's not normally that cold. And I just thought, wow, this is really weird. And then I felt the energy, and I saw the energy in my chair, and I just said to him, okay, buddy, get out of my office, get out of my house. So that's what I pretty much did to him, and I haven't seen it since. But my chair is never from underneath my desk, but this time it was, and I felt the energy there. So look for things like that. Anything unusual in the property that you can feel the energy, or that you think that's it's a bit spooky or whatever, then you're probably right, because we all are psychics. We just don't know how to use it. But acknowledge them and send them off. Get rid of them. Tell them to leave. Just get rid of them out of your property. They're not pets. You don't have to allow any spiritual strangers in your home, because you don't go to your front door and open up your front door and say, okay, spirit, or all the football team come in, and they're all trying to fit through the door. It's not like that, guys. You need to get rid of them. They're not welcome. And if it's a ghost, I always, like I said this a couple of weeks ago as well, ghost and spirit to me are two different things. A ghost is like a lost soul to me, and it's not a relative. It's just not a relative. They're the ones that cause the trouble. And then the relatives are spirit, and they will not cause you trouble. So, but then you'll get these other entities like a negative entity, and it's really hard to explain it. And sometimes I see it when people are lying, like they're lying in their bed, and then spirit comes along and hovers above them and mimics exactly, or mirrors exactly what they're doing when they're lying in bed straight, and the person feels like they're paralyzed. And that's another way of knowing that spirit is in your home, because you'll feel paralyzed when you go to sleep, because it'll come and it'll hover. And in my spirit shows me a theme, and the theme to that for the same situation for everyone that has a negative spirit or negative ghost or whatever it is in the home. What it does is it shows me the energy come over the top of them, and it hovers about a foot to a foot and a half above them, and it's like a brown dust storm hanging over the top like a cloud. That's how it shows it to me. So that's the theme that my spirit gives me, to tell me that the energy is hovering and paralyzing, and then the person can't move. They just cannot move in bed all night until like following morning, and then it's just kind of like releases itself and goes, but it just sucks the life out of you. Donna Roach, yes, I did the same after you gave me a reading, and now it's peaceful. Thank you, Leslie. Yeah, 100%. They because if it's a lost soul or a lost ghost or whatever, they're just like, it's like, you put when you put like a blanket on your head and you walk around and you're walking around, you don't know which way you're going. It's the same thing. That's what they're doing. They're just walking around, have no clue which way to go, walking through doors, this and that. They just got no idea where they're going, and they're lost. So you send them off and put them to rest, and let them go to be in peace. Okay, yeah, so that's the best way to do that, Jade Handley, is just acknowledge them, send them off. You don't have to be too polite. You just say, you need to go now. You're not welcome here. See you later, and don't come back because you're not welcome. Otherwise, you're just it's just going to cause a lot of issues. Yes, Rosie Salerno, yes, Little House on the Prairie type, 100%, 1800 style. My oldest daughter is also 18, so I can now reapply for housing register so can hopefully move. Yes, Lovey, 100%. Oh, that's beautiful. It's full of stuff. Well, what does she mean? Is so the house is full of stuff? Is that what she means? Do you think, Ellie? She says, I do have a hoarding problem, but I also have a small flat for my family. Well, the hoarding problem is not going to get you anywhere, like it just clogs your mind up. It's just clogging your mind up. I've had so many people that are hoarders because they feel like they're going to miss out, or they need to keep it forever. My daughter is completely opposite. She will throw out everything, even me if she could. Ellie's laughing. And she'll throw everything out. Like even if it's brand new, she'll just throw it out. I go, what are you doing? She goes, I'm just going to throw this out. I'm not using it. I go, well, why did you buy it for then? I don't know. I go, oh my God. Okay. I believe this house is a porthole. Okay. Well, I don't know about that. I remember doing a private reading for a friend's friend, and this is going back beginning of this year, and I had all this really, really weird energy, and I could see all these real weird spirits in the main room of the house, which was at the front of the house. And I said to him, what is going on in that front room? I cannot work out those spirits. It's like there's all lost souls like running around everywhere. I said, what's going on there? And he turned around and said it was a porthole. I said, what? And he said, well, I've been doing all this weird stuff with all these weird people, and they put a porthole there. And I went, oh, okay, right, okay, let me just sort you out, buddy. And I had to go in to do, some certain things with him and talk to him about this so-called porthole. But I said, you've got to get these demons out of your head and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we went from there. But it was quite positive at the end, which was really nice. Yes, I did the same after you gave me. Yes, we've done that. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Yes. She said, so do I have a bad spirit in my home or over me? The spirit it doesn't matter. It will do what it wants there, Jade. So you need to clear that out. Just get rid of it. That room that you were talking about is cold, and it's not the same temperature as the other part of the house, because it doesn't supposed to get that cold. Even if it's cold weather, it'll be around the same temperature, 1 degree difference, but this one here is different. So try and get rid of that, lovey. Yes. How do I know that my son isn't a lost soul? I don't want him to be trapped here. He's not a lost soul, lovey. They won't do that. They won't. It's really hard to explain. So yeah, it's really hard to explain. The way I put it before was probably the best way I could put it, Rosie, and your son is definitely not a lost soul. I do not see that. I do not feel that with him. One of my daughters is opposite and throws all her stuff out. Yeah, I know that feeling. Don't worry about that there, Jade. Yes. Yes, that's what it seems like here, Rosie said. So Karen Riley said, so will my son, Leslie. He will throw out anything of mine as well and give it away. Yep, my daughter will just throw everything out. It's like, oh, yep, just bought this for the garage and done this and done that. I'll do this and I'll do that. And then 5 months later, gets a bean about it and then just throw everything out. It's quite funny. And I go, you're not throwing that out. No, you're not throwing that out. Why don't you just sell it? Oh, all right. Jade and Haley, thank you so much. It's easier said than done, but thank you. Yeah, 100%. But it's easy. It's easy when you put your mind to it. Okay, so it's really, really easy when you put your mind to it. So look forward to that. Yes, spirit does amazing things. It's like that stalking that I had today with this man, and I'll actually show you the photo. This man today. This was me in the actual thing, and you can see where he was standing there waiting for me outside the actual thing, and what he did to me when I took a photo of him. So lucky my friend was there. It was quite scary for me. So, and I got followed from up the end of the shopping down towards where I was going to get my nails done, and he was waiting outside the nail bar for me. Did you see those photos, Ellie? And yeah, lucky I had one of my dear friends that I know that just lives around the corner there, and he was actually in the shopping center, and I had a feeling he was in the shopping center. I quickly texted him and said, are you here? Can you please come to the nail bar because there's a man outside stalking me? And he rocked up in like 1 minute. He was just around the corner. It was just so lucky. Oh dear, that's life though, isn't it? What do we got here? Medina Crystal, Trinidad here, looking for some guidance. Trinidad. Okay, what do we got here for Trinidad? So I get the number 13 around you, 4 in the month of April. I've also got pain on my right side of my neck now. I don't know if it's because I'm on the angle here on the desk, but I've got the right side of neck pain. And I also feel like, you know, when you blow up a balloon and you get that funny sensation in your mouth, but your cheekbones go really, really quite weird. Well, that's what I'm getting in the cheekbones here and right up into the jaw. Do you grind your teeth? Grind teeth. Do you know if you grind your teeth at night? Because I'm getting pain in the neck and the shoulder. So this is like all the way down the right side of my shoulder. Right side of shoulder and into the right arm. It's quite hard to lift up my arm. And I'm also getting a male. So who is John or Jonathan? Jono, J name. I always get the J names. Jonathan, Jono. I just heard John. So who is that around you? Because I feel like this person is like a lost soul themselves. It's like they're in the living, but I just feel like they're a lost soul. It's like they're lost at the moment. You know, it's very hard times for some people right now, you know, and it's tough. It's really, really tough. And are you hungry? Because I've just had I feel like I'm starving. Like hungry. It's just I heard my stomach go rah. And I'm also so I'm getting 11 around you as well. So November, things are going to change for you, and I feel like it's going to be really, really nice. And big smiles on the face. Are you looking for new work? As I heard work, are you looking for something around like at least 5-10 kilometers? What's the 5 to 10 or 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.? But I feel like this is 5 to 10 kilometers away. What does that mean to you? Why did they give me between 5-10? That's what I saw. I'm just guessing it's a PM or a kilometer. So what's happening there? But I feel like work is going to shift gears. Or they just said that there was work, then there was no work. So I just see work here, then I see a brick wall, then there's no work. Is that correct? Or is this a transition time for you? What is it? Because I'm confused with the way spirits just showed me that. It's like 1 minute's on, full on, the next minute's off. Was there an injury? Show me injury. Was there like a back side injury or impact to the back and side? Or who's that around you that's had that? Impact to back and side. What did I also have? I had 9 before as well, September. I didn't get a chance to write it down. So 9 or September, you got 13, 4 or 4 or April, you got 11 or November or 2 or February. February this year is going to be really nice. Nice. Sure. Is there travel in February, or what's February? Why does it look like you're living the life? And it also give me pain. Like if I close both my eyes and I open up my left eye, I just feel like the pain in my left eye is like someone's poked me in the eye. That's what I'm getting here. But I'll leave that there. Thank you. Thank you, Rosie Salerno. They're beautiful. God bless and protect you. Thank you. It's really nice. Any validations there, Miss Ellie?
Not yet.
Not yet. What else have we got here? Debbie Weeks, no. I just saw your message, Lovey. So did I miss my reading? I had to step out for 5 minutes. No, you didn't miss reading because this is the first time I've seen your question. Can you post up your question again and I'll read for you? Good evening, Leona. Please tell the police about the man following you today, Leslie. Well, he didn't do anything. He just stood out there. So I don't even know what, I just wanted to get out of that place. That's why. Medina Crystal, she says, I have rheumatoid arthritis. Yeah. Yeah, it's not, well, I just had this feeling, everyone's writing on the page about the man that stalked me today. I just had this feeling someone was behind me and I went, yep, no. Thank God that I'm a psychic because I could actually feel his energy behind me. It was really weird. And then he was just smiling at me, going like it was awful. Anyway, never mind. Yeah, lucky that I had my friend around the corner. Let's put it that way. And there was 5 other blokes with him as well. So, and then some of them had their sons who were cops as well. So I was very well looked after. But the bloke took off. So you just got to be careful. You got to actually have, like these days, you got to have all your senses on, girls and guys. You just got to be aware of anything around the corner. And where I parked my car was just really weird. I had a parking spot right near the front door of coming out of the building as well. So I was just my friend walked me to the car as well. Yeah, Donna Roach, 100%, very creepy. Very, very creepy. Yeah, I actually think you're right there, Glennis. He was probably known to the police. And I only just got that photo because the reason how I got the photo was the owner of the nail shop stood in front of me. He was talking to me and he stood in front of me, and that made me quickly turn the phone on, get the camera up, and then as the owner moved, I quickly got the photo of him, and it was the only chance I would have had to get a photo. Over to you there, Miss Ellie. There's validation there.
So Medina Crystal said, my son's birthday is in September, my daughter's birthday is in April. I do have rheumatoid arthritis. I do need to transition, but I don't know what aspect of my life.
Yeah, well, it's going to come. And like sometimes things are, when you have issues or when you have, things that you want to have changed in your life, guys, it's sometimes not going to happen straight away because your spirit is working out the path for you. The universe is setting it up and, the spirit says, hang on a second, like it puts its project manager hat on and goes, I need you to do this, 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 and this to the universe. The universe goes, oh, okay, give me, a few weeks to do it or however long he needs to do it. So he gets it all organized for you. So you think of it like a project management construction site, because that's what they have to do. They have to organize things in the background so that you can get that path on track so that you can get on track to that path, if that makes sense. You can't just look at it, things are bad because of this. Well, it's lessons learned. So you're learning lessons. You're making sure that things, or spirit in the universe, are making sure that things don't happen like that again. So in other words, if I go back to that place where I got my nails done, which I've been going there for 2 years or more, 3 years I think, and they know me really well. And the lady could see, the female owner could see that I was a bit distressed. And I said to her, there's a man outside. She saw him as well. And that's when I just took the photo and and then he was gone. So yes. Normally, if you take a photo of them, if they're in a public area, and I just had this strong feeling that he wasn't going to come near me because he was going to take off because I took a photo of him, and he would have, got a bit worried about it, which is, thank God. But anyway. Yes. What do we got here? So Jade, yes. Do you have any guidance for my partner Lewis, who I share Facebook with and who also is watching? Hi, Lewis. Let's do Lewis. Right. What do we get for Lewis? Is it right? I get the number 18 for you, 9 in the month of September. I also feel like there's an elderly lady around you that's been feeling very lightheaded, or is this Jade? Lightheaded. Is this Jade feeling lightheaded, or the elderly lady around you feeling lightheaded? Not saying that Jade's an elderly lady, an elderly lady. So lightheaded, and I feel like this lady's quite confused. Like can't focus. Like people when they can't focus, when you can't focus, or when you don't have any cognition or anything like that, it's usually a zinc deficiency. And I do feel like this lady is really depleted in the zincs. So confusion, lack of taste, lack of smell, lack of concentration is all a zinc deficiency, guys. So I just feel like this lady is just beside herself, and this is an elderly lady around you now. And I feel like this one's had a heart on her sleeve for so long. It's like she's damned if she does and damned if she doesn't. It's like the worry ward of the family. And they're also giving me pain now. Who's the one that's got the issues with it looks like oh wow. Okay, I feel like my right leg has either had an injury or surgery and it's been numb. Okay, so right leg from the knee down. Hang on. Knee downwards towards the ankle. And I feel like this is numbness, or have someone been sitting on their feet or something and their legs numb, because I can't feel my leg there. Or what is it? Is it an amputated leg, or is it in crutches? What happened to that leg from the knee down? And I feel like this has been an issue for a while. And it's either varicose veins and it's gone wrong, or I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't tell, but I just know something's not right with that right leg. And if that's not you, it's going to be around somewhere there, like Alicia or Melissa Connors, Medina Crystal, somewhere around there. Rosie, around there. Because I just feel like this has been going on for a while. And it's not, and it's giving me pain in the knee now, the right knee as well, like in the knee. But this other part of that feeling was numbness down the leg. It's like when you go and have surgery or a knee reconstruction or knee replacement, they put a block. It's called a block in your leg. And they put a block in the leg, and they make the pain not come back for like 3 or 4 days after surgery, which is really good. They've done that to me before. So that's what I'm feeling with this here. It's like they've either had surgery, or something's not right with that leg, because I can't really see the leg, to be honest. So that's why I'm saying maybe amputated, or maybe it's something with I'm just hearing diabetes as well. So, and hunger pains in the stomach. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Over to you there, Miss Ellie. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Radio SWR 99.9 FM and our 99th show tonight.
Difference is the music.
SWR 99.9.
There are so many people.
Well, at least the ads are on.
Business experts. So who do you trust?
How come it wasn't working before?
The answer was simple. The Western
You don't
Sydney
know?
Business Centre. They help me with business planning, cash flow, and how to get the best
Oh,
out of
dear.
Facebook and LinkedIn for my business and more. And best of all, it's free. That's right. You can get 4 hours of fully subsidised business advice
Ellie.
with an accredited business advisor. So do what I did. Call the Western Sydney Business Centre on 4721 5011 now.
There he was there, look.
The Coliseum at Rudy Hill presents Gig 60, a 3-day music festival and celebrating West HQ's proud history as Rudy Hill's home of live entertainment.
Tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. We're still having problems with this system here.
Unforgettable experience. Don't miss day 2 of Gig 60 with Total Country, Thursday, September 26, featuring Troy Casadei, Brooke McClymont and Adam Eckersley and Max Jackson, with all tickets just $60. Gig 60, the biggest musical event in Rudy Hill history. Get your tickets today at sydneycoliseum.com.au.
What?
Station sponsor.
That's insane. Karen Riley. She said, my cousin won't even go to visit her husband at the cemetery up at the coast because of kidnapping and murders happening. What the hell? That's crazy.
And our expertise to every event. Based in Blacktown, we can install customized AV systems in churches, schools, clubs, and businesses. Planning your next event? Visit Sydney Event Technical Specialist.
Thank you, John Carter.
Station sponsor.
He says, hi, Leslie and Miss Ellie. Are we going on?
Do you want to help your kids get involved
How long
in the
ago?
local community, build
Okay.
self-confidence?
I don't know what's going on with this system here, but it's giving Ellie a hard time.
8 to 18 can join the cadet program and make a real difference. We learn about first aid and make new friends and have a lot of fun together. Now, I want to be a paramedic when I grow up.
St John Cadets, a safe and supportive way to learn and serve the community. stjohnnsw.com.au.
SWR 99.9.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. I just got here Leona Sunday. She said, I have a question. I have a family. I have a question. I have a family. I open my door to trying to help them on their feet. Do you see them getting their own place soon? No, I don't. I feel like you got it too good there, lovey, the moment. So sometimes you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Keep asking the question. Keep asking, how's the place hunting? How's the house hunting going? Keep asking the question, because that indicates to them that they won't be staying there for too long. You know, that you're not expecting them to live there for the next 12 months, for example. So you can only be kind for so long. There you go. Jade, she said he suffers pain. Yes, my right leg, you felt me before, Rosie said. Yes. I think it's me. It's that's lightheaded. Okay. I'm just going through the feed here, but if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county, because I'd love to know who I'm helping around the world. I've got Debbie Weeks from Central Coast, Jemina, New South Wales, Melissa Connors from Australia. Whereabouts in Australia, Melissa? We are in Sydney, New South Wales, Tiniki, VDV, Belgium here. Are there any messages for Nick, my boyfriend? Tiniki, I think that's how you pronounce it. All right, let's go. What do we got here? I'm just going to write this down. Tiniki. Oh, who's who in the zoo? That's what I just heard. How bizarre is that? Who's who in the zoo? So who's who? And I also get 17 around you, 8 in the month of August as well. They're also saying Friday. I don't know why they're saying Friday. What is going on with a Friday? Well, what's this Friday? They're also showing me, they just said, I just heard the word cancer, and I feel like this was around a lady in your family. And that sounds very, very general, but I'm also getting mother figure here. And I don't know why they just gave me really, really general there, but I'm also getting 18 around you. So you've got 17, 8 in August, you've got 18, 9 in September as well. Do you also have somebody in hospital at the moment? I just saw hospital, or who's just recently left hospital or is about to have surgery in hospital, because I see that going well, but I know that there's going to be like a long time for this person to recover. So recovery is long. Okay, so lots of support there for a lot of people around you. If that's not you, that's going to be around the Jades or the Debbie Weeks, Beverly's, mainly around there, because I feel like this is just a lot of anxiety around you, but I feel like this is just on the brink, if that makes sense. The brink of something going on around you. Okay, so look forward to this ending when and if it hasn't started yet, this is definitely going to be something on the cards. But I do see someone recovering in hospital, and I just heard leg, and I just saw the word leg. So whatever's happened there. Has this been a male around you as well that's had an injured leg? Like, when you see the movies and they've got the hospital, and then they've got the guy lying in hospital, and he's got his head bandaged. He's got the bandage around here as well as there, and then he's got his foot up in the sling thing in the foot with the broken leg. Well, that's what I see. I see a male, dark hair, dark eyes. Spirit always shows me the dark hair, dark eyes. I don't know what that is about. And I'm also I also see the motorbike. Okay, so I don't know what's going on there. I don't like to predict these things, but I just like to use them as a warning. And I'm also getting, so definitely 17. I nearly said it again till I saw it. I wrote it there earlier. But I'll leave that there, but look forward to all this ending. Whatever's going on around you is definitely ending, and it's going to be ending at a halt. So it's going to be final halt, HOLT, stop. Halting and stopping. It's going to be so much better. It's like the pressure's come off, okay? Look forward to that, but be careful if you're riding a motorbike. Lewis, was this for Lewis or this was Tineke? No, this is Lewis. So look forward if you're riding a I'm going backwards. What am I doing? I just heard Lewis again. This must be for Lewis. It was really confusing, Spirit. I don't know why, but I just heard Lewis again. So Lewis, if you ride a motorbike and you have not had an injury, please be careful, because I see broken leg in hospital, and yes. And I'll leave that there. I don't like to say things like that. Okay. Okay, what's Rosie Salerno's wrote something there? Yeah. Oh, I'll read it. She said, I crushed my knee but also my husband's right knee is injured right now. A small piece of glass is in it, and his feet are real bad from diabetes, which runs in his family. And I don't like saying this, but we are starving here. Don't have a car to get to the store. Oh, that's why I was hungry, and I said that. I actually wrote that down. Look, there it is there. Hunger. Wow. Geez, you've got to get somebody to get you some food, guys. They're hungry because they can't get, they've both got knee injuries, so they can't even get to the shops. You need to call some. Where do you live? Where does Rosie Salerno live? Do you live in New South Wales? We can try and get somebody from here. I know the Aussies here would definitely jump and help you.
It's America.
Yeah, that's right. That's a problem. And live in America, it's too far away. I mean, I can't bring food from Australia to there. I'd like to. But reach out, guys. What suburb is it over there? What suburb are you in? What suburb is it? So someone on the live show here surely, can help you. She said the nearest store is 20 miles away, too far to walk. Of course, if you've got a busted knee, both of you. Melissa Connors is in Tassie. That's really nice. Tassie. If anyone can help, whereabouts in the USA? She posted that up. Let me just go forward. She says hungry, yeah. She posted up where she is. Just let me know, Ellie, because I want to see if we can get her someone to get her some food. Far out. Here we go. She's in Tassie. Are there any messages for me tonight? Melissa Connors. Okay, Melissa. Well, what do we get there? I feel the same as before, as just the jaw grinding the teeth at night when you sleep. Do you wake up and have like pain in the jaw here or into the side of the temple? Like, do you wake up sometimes you've got a headache or tension? As I feel like my neck is all really, really tight. Lots of tension. And are you living in like a, this looks like to me, and I know it's cold down in Tassie, especially in winter, but it looks like to me like like greenery. The land is really, really greenery, but the house looks like it's a clad home or fibro home, like a small little home. Or who's that? Is that like an elderly relative that used to live in a fibro/clad? Looks like, I can't tell. I'm not a builder, but it just looks like a fibro or clad home. And this looks like to me where if I was to look from the roadside, I'd see a mountain going up with all this beautiful green grass, and then the house to the left is like the little house on the prairie, but it's not on the prairie. It's actually in like green pasture, if that makes sense. When I see the house on the prairie theme, when spirit gives me that, it shows me that they're in the country. The person's in the country, and they have like all the dead grass around, and they're just like, you know, the house is by itself on a hill. You know what I mean? Like the old show house, Little House on the Prairie. But this one here, your house, it looks like it's a beautiful landscape going into like green grass going up a hill. That's what it looks like. Green grass going up a hill. Well, what is that to you? Is that something around you, or you drive past that? What is it? Because I can see that really clearly. And yeah, I'm also getting number 13 around you as well. 1 and 3 is 4 in the month of April. This year coming up in April, good stuff coming up, but I do feel like that, you know, it's kind of like you're tiptoeing around things here and you don't know what to say, what to do, but surely things are going to settle down, but I just feel like there's a bit of tension. Hence the tension on the shoulders. And that's around the home. Yeah, it's all going to settle down. It's just a matter of when. And I'll leave that there. Back over to you there, Miss Ellie.
Yep, so I've got a validation from Sneaky. They said Nick is in surgery before for his back and his shoulder. He had an operation. It is possible that he has to go in for surgery again.
Oh, wow. Wow. Not good. So, yeah, I'm just trying to find, the surgery recovery. Yeah, so he'll be fine. He's got you. He'll be fine. So it's not easy having surgery. I know that's for sure. Good evening there, Rosie. Michelle Coburn. What's this one here? Diane Marie, I told you a few months ago that my mother is living with my daughter. My mother is living with my daughter who has 4 boys. We found out that my mother has liver cancer and has only weeks to live. We have not told her. Oh dear, that's really sad. Yes. It's funny how you say that. I mean, it's not funny, but many years ago, it just reminded me of an old work colleague. Many years ago, when I was at school, and I remember going and working at I think it was Big W or something like that. You know, when I was about 14 or 15 or something. And I remember one of the girls that I used to work with, she was crying at lunch in the lunchroom at the lunch break, and I said to her, "What's wrong?" You know, and she said, I was only young, and she said, "Oh, you know, my grandfather's got cancer and blah, blah, blah." And I said, "Oh, all right, that's not good." I didn't know anything about it. I said, "That's not good." And she said, "Oh, but my grandmother is not going to tell him." I went, "Oh, okay." So it turns out that I ran into this girl many years later, and I said, "Oh, how you been, blah, blah, blah." And this this is like 30 years ago. And I said, "Well, how did you like, what happened with your grandfather? Did he end up dying, you know, at the same time when they said, and blah, blah, blah?" And she said, "No, he lived for like another 6 or 7 years." I said, "What?" She goes, "Yeah." She goes, "My grandmother wouldn't tell him that he had cancer, and he lived for another 6 or 7 years." She goes, we were like blown away that he didn't pass when they said he was going to pass. And that's because his mind didn't get a hold of him. So once you know you've got something, that's when your mind gets a hold of you. But there you go, little little trick of the trade to not say anything, or I don't even know if it's a trick of the trade. It's just like you don't say anything. It's implant the seed for people to dwell on it and manifest it to come earlier. But you've got nothing if you haven't got your health, have we? So Jade, she does grind her teeth in the sleep, but can't when I'm awake, and don't like when anyone else does. Fair enough. So over to you then, Ellie. She's given a validation and everything.
Yeah, so Melissa Connell said, yes, I have tension. Yes, I have issues with my jaw at the moment. Unsure of the house, so thank you.
Yeah, wow. Yes, so we'll leave that there. Sam Brooks, good evening. If drawn to me, are there any messages about my career? Thank you. So Sam. Okay. What? Look, I know you want career, but why do I see a young man around you, like a young teenager slash, like he's trying to grow up really quick kind of guy? I just saw that really, like as I was reading out the question, I just saw that. But I want to go, so for your career, I just feel like that this is on hold at the moment, if that makes sense. And if it's not, you need to keep it on hold for a little while. And I'm looking at June. I just saw June pop up in like flash to me. And June / into July is going to be great for you next year, 2025. That's what I'm hearing. And I do feel like that work around you is going to be much better when, you know, it's like when you put, how do we say this? It's like you're putting in all the effort, but it's not showing, but it is showing, if that makes sense. So don't be so disheartened about it. So you need to put things aside for yourself to understand that you're actually doing the right thing, if that makes sense. But I wouldn't be too worried about what's going on with work. I just feel like that things have got to settle down and you've got to go on hold at the moment. So even if you have to take a couple of weeks off or whatever the case may be, look forward to that, because it's going to help you. And I'll leave that there. Okay. I think we'll call it an evening. Carbon Dan, hi, beautiful angel and spirit, and Ellie, good evening. But we're going to call it an evening because Ellie has to drive home and we need to go. But if you'd like to come over to the main page tomorrow night, we have tomorrow night on our show 8 till 10. We're here every week, 8 till 10, Sundays and Mondays. But I will read, Will I Win My Case, Wendy McDonald. I think I read for her earlier. Let's keep going. As I'm going to read out Wendy Harvey's beautiful prayer. Okay. Let's keep going here. I'll just all right. So yes, the lady that had no food. So what state are you in? We didn't get around to the state. She didn't give the state, did she, Ellie?
No, she hasn't said anything.
Yeah, she might have jumped off the live. That's really sad. Anyway, we'll keep going. So as I watch over you, this prayer is called, as I watch over you, I was with you all as you laid me to rest. You did me proud, my farewell was the best. Don't think of me as gone, as I am still around with you. I see when you cry, I see your broken heart too. Remember we said whoever leaves first, we will try to come through. I bring you so many signs, they are all around you. You don't see me physically, this I know. My spirit is still with you as I try to show. I see your sadness as I drink your coffee and tea, as you drink your coffee and tea. That feather you found, well, that was simply me. I will give you signs but day by day to show that I'm with you. I never really went away. You look so tired and sad, and you sit in your chair. I was sitting right beside you to show you I am still there. As you sat so quietly when you smiled, I knew that I am showing you I am so very close to you. Remember that shadow that you thought you could see? That was a reminder. Yes, indeed, that was me. I touch you so gently as you weep to give you the faith. Again, we will meet. I will give you more signs as you go on your way. I am right here in your heart, and it is there where I will stay. So enjoy your journey until your last goodbyes, in the knowledge that I am always right here by your side. Sending love and light and blessings to you all. And there's a validation from Sam Brooks there for you, Ellie, before we go.
She said, totally understand. I'm not working yet and guess I need to have this first.
100%. You need to have this first. Yes, 100%. We're just checking the validations before we go. We've got Diane Marie.
Yep, so Diane Marie said, my mother sleeps most of the day now and eats very little. Maybe a hard-boiled egg, sips of water all day when she's awake. Nothing the docs can do because of her age.
Oh, bless her. Yeah. No, she said good night, but I think it's California. Okay, thank you, Alicia. Well, I can't help her now because she's gone. But anyway, all the best, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night, 8 till 10. Have a beautiful evening.